What's up, y'all? This is your boy D Jackson. This is the Drop That Podcast. Welcome. And this is hip hop talk. But before we get into some hip hop talk, because you're gonna love this one, this episode is brought to you by Layback TV. Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel. You can go on the laybacktv.com website to see how you can download it on your iPhones on the Apple Store and the Androids on your Play Store. Also, how you can download it on your Fire Sticks so you can watch it at home. Y'all check it out. All right? Also, say what's up to them on their official _ Layback TV on Instagram. Now let's get into some motherfucking hip hop talk. Whoa! Wow, so much shit has happened. Let's get into it. We got releases. We got bullshit. We got releases. First off, Wiz Khalifa's return with Chaotic. I think that's how you say it. It's Khaotic. Chaotic. I think that's what it is. So, shout out to him. Dope album. I like it. Next album. A$AP Rocky, Don't Be Dumb. What the fuck am I listening to? I mean, he's dissing Drake again. Why? Like, why, dude? Why are you doing music? Why are you even doing this still? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? He's got beautiful wifey. I mean, I don't think they're married. So, beautiful wifey by the name of Rihanna. 3 beautiful kids. You know what I mean? Nobody was able to pull 1 kid out of her. You got 3. 3. I don't get it. What the fuck is he doing? You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody is coming after Drake and giving him ammo to return fire. And whenever Drake is going to release Iceman, I think A$AP Rocky's going to get it. And A$AP Rocky ain't got no fucking power. His wifey does. He got no fucking power. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand the premise of it. You shutting the fuck up. The battle between Kendrick and Drake was 2 years ago, and you're fucking now want to say something about it, bro? Like, if this album goes number 1, I'll be fucking, like, I'm dead. It's fucking weird. How? I wouldn't understand that. Yeah, I just don't get it. I wouldn't get it. So, respects and congratulations, A$AP Rocky finally putting out an album. What else came out? French Montana Max B has released Coke Wave 3.5 Narcos. Apparently they call it 3.5 because Coke Wave had a 1, had a 2, no 3, and a 4. So Max B apparently came with the idea of we don't have a 3 and next will be 5. Let's call it 3.5. That was clever. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I like 2 joints out of it. I like Ever Since You Left Me. That's a killer joint. It's old school. I like the I Don't Know track with Max B. I think that's a solo joint. That's a fucking dope ass record. I dropped that pretty much a lot. Apparently he did Rap Radar, and he did it off the Tell Me beat from Bobby Valentino. And in that freestyle or whatever the fuck it was, he said, get the Vaseline, let me fuck your butt. I'm like, whoa. Okay. I think when you come out of prison or jail, you don't need to be talking about Vaseline and assholes. Also, we're not in that era right now. He's becoming a meme where he's more of a meme for that freestyle on TikTok than he is for the actual mixtape with French Montana. And apparently he's losing his fucking mind. He goes on Angela Yee's show and fucking reveals his dick. I don't fucking get it. But I don't know him. Moving on. Coban Link. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Coban Link. I am. He's from my era. He was the protege of Big Pun. He was supposed to release an album on Terror Squad Atlantic called 24K. something happened. Big Pun released his second album, Yeah Baby, but not before he passed away due to a heart attack. 24K never got released. Instead, Coban Link got released and actually blackballed from the industry, where he never got an album. He never got the 24K album. Now, back in our days, this thing's called bootlegging. And I had the album. And to me, they missed out on a big fucking check. That album was fire. You know what I mean? It didn't just have Big Pun on it. It had Fat Joe. It had Angie Martinez. It had Ja Rule. It had Pink. It had Tony Sunshine. This was an album. This was a complete fucking album. And apparently this was 25 years ago. And, you know, certain things happened. Fights happened. Knives to the face happened. Coban Link never got the moment he got. He was a fucking pure lyricist. You know, he's always made it clear to what Fat Joe was always doing as far as stealing money from people. He was practically the Puerto Rican light-skinned Puffy in hip-hop. You know what I mean? I would only give Fat Joe credit for two artists that he put out. That's Big Pun. And this guy ain't even an artist. He's somewhat of a DJ. DJ Khaled. I don't give him credit for Remy Ma because Big Pun was the one who discovered Remy Ma. But Coban Link actually he's dissed Fat Joe over the years. You know what I'm saying? There's a joint called Tonight's the Night. I think that was a diss to Fat Joe, and he killed that shit. I was all the Terror Squad, excluding Big Pun. Coban Link was always my favorite. Still is. He's still an elite artist. Well, still an elite MC. But apparently he disses Jadakiss because if you're not familiar, Fat Joe and Jadakiss have a podcast called the Joe and Jada podcast. Right? It's backed by a lot of things such as Rock Nation. I don't understand. I do understand, but I don't understand the method to going at Jadakiss, right? I do understand because Joe and Jada, like, you diss Joe ain't got the skill set to fucking diss you back like Coban does. Now, there was a diss track that Fat Joe did back in the days. It was called My Fofo against 50 Cent, but I think he needed help with that, and I think he did good. I think it was a good diss. I think that's the level 50's at with, which is Fat Joe. But I think 50's obviously a better MC than him. Fat Joe, I think you can tell, like, his lyrics just didn't hit very well as soon as Pun died. Now, there was word that, he kept money away from Pun's widow, kept money from his kids. Pun got his son out there called Chris Rivers, who was killing it, an incredible elite MC. And it's very odd that, old school MCs got great MCs for sons. You know what I'm saying? I would give credit where credit's due to, like, Peter Guns. He got his son Corey Guns. Corey Guns is fucking an elite MC. Big Pun got Chris Rivers. Chris Rivers is an elite MC. But that's kind of where it ends. Coming at Jadakiss, I don't fucking know, because Coban Link said Jada was his boy. And there was a time where, Jada was his boy, I think. If you look at the album Chain Reaction that Coban Link put out back in 2005, it was an independent album. There's a joint on there featuring Jadakiss. That was the biggest artist on the album. And I don't understand how the fuck Coban Link going there. I think he's just trying wherever to actually shaken Fat Joe to retaliate back, and I don't think Joe's gonna waste his time at all. Like, he prefers to Fat Joe prefers to add guests to the fucking podcast that could big up his character. You know what I'm saying? Big up his character. You just had French Montana and Max B on, who French Montana did helped on the track All the Way Up with him and Remy Ma. He had Who else did he had? He had DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? He had all these artists that basically could big up his character, but never really had dealings with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, I don't know. Unless you're Big Pun, you ain't gonna really hear the real deal. But rest in peace to Big Pun. Is Jadakiss going to retaliate back with a diss? He could. I mean, the word is the Locks are gonna release an album. I think it's supposed to be produced by Hit Boy, or I know the St. Lunatics got an album that they're working on, fully produced by Metro Boomin. The Locks, I think they're supposed to, I forgot who the hell is it. Whatever album that the Locks are working on, because I also heard that Jadakiss is working on an album too. He might be saving it for that, where he can make money from it. So let's see, it could get interesting. Also, Joyner Lucas has announced that he's going to release ADHD 2 Reloaded, an extension of his album from last summer, ADHD Part 2. I think that was his best work from top to bottom. Great album, great lyrics. Definitely worth the wait. You know, I remember when I first saw it on Facebook, that he was working on ADHD 2, because ADHD 1 is my favorite album from him. I was like, oh shit, I hope he does better than what he did with 1, but it's a tall order. How can you do it? How can you fucking do it? And apparently, he did it. And now he's going to release 8 new songs on ADHD 2 Reloaded. He just released his first song for that. It's called Monsters. Killer record for a new age nigga coming out, new age MC coming out with the type of mentality as an old school artist. It's fucking straight hip hop. So salute to Joyner Lucas. I'm already blasting Monsters. I can't wait to hear the rest of the ADHD 2 Reloaded come out. Not sure when he's gonna put that out, but I can't wait. Finally, J.Cole. The fall off is finally happening. February 6, 2026. We're gonna get the final album, allegedly final album, and it's a double album. The fall off. A lot of people don't want him to talk tough. They don't want to hear this shit, because if you remember 2 years ago, he put out an album or mixtape, whatever you want to call it nowadays, called Might Delete Later, and it had a track on the last joint of the project called 7 Minute Drill, where he's solely dissing Kendrick Lamar, something Drake did not know how to fucking do correctly. But he's dissing Kendrick Lamar. He was throwing bars. Was it the best? No, not really. Was it pretty good? Yeah. My thing is that when I hear 7 Minute Drill from J. Cole, and I'm not saying I can see the future, when I'm hearing it, I'm not just hearing the words of the lyrics and the bars. I'm listening to the flow, the delivery, the tone. And the tone really told me he didn't believe with what he was saying. You know, you're trying to fucking annihilate this guy's catalog. Rather, if you're talking about Good, Rich, or Die Trying, To Pimp a Butterfly, damn. You know, what was it? The Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, GNX. Well, GNX didn't even come out yet at the time, but you're talking about 4 of his albums. What's to sleep? Oh, I went to sleep for this. I went to sleep. He's the last nigga to be talking about going to sleep, but I didn't get it. I just didn't understand it, and I really wasn't believing what he was saying. And I was thinking at the time, as in, oh, he's probably just dissing him to see what Kendrick rebuttals, so then J. Cole can drop what he really wants to say. So I was a little confused. On where J. Cole was going with this. And then what happens a few weeks later? He goes to the final Dreamville Fest to announce, why he did it, and he's deleting it. He don't want that in his soul anymore. You know, everything is war. They want blood. Like, he apologized. He backed out of the battle, which I didn't understand. How was it a battle? Was it a triple threat? Drake, Kendrick, Cole on, every man for himself, who was going to be in the top? Or was it a 2-on-1, Drake and Cole versus Kendrick? I didn't understand it. But he bowed out and he said to Kendrick, like, yo, like, I apologize, whatever, give me your best shot. I'll take it on the chin. Kendrick bowed out. He didn't do it. Probably let him breathe. Now, when you bow out fully. And I'm not talking about, you can, there was a time he said he was the Muhammad Ali. Okay, you need to stop, motherfucker, because in the end of the day, we're no longer doing it. Hip-hop is a contact sport, verbally. And if you're not really willing to engage, you shouldn't have engaged in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because he put out 7-minute drill and then deleted the fucking track from the project. It's already done. I already got the song. I can play it right now. So, you didn't delete anything. You didn't even delete it from our memory. You know what I mean? So, I don't understand. It's a double album. I'm going to tune into the album because I love J.Cole. I think his favorite project of mine is 2014 Forest Hills Drive. That was such a wonderful, perfect album. No features. First no feature album to go platinum. And it debuted #1 as well. So he did his fucking thing. Great album. I have the album. I bought the compact disc. Okay, the compact CD. Okay. What is the fall off gonna be? I don't know. It's a double album. There's a rumor that it might be a Kendrick verse. There's a rumor that it might be a Drake verse. Hell, there's a rumor that there's an Eminem feature on here. But we're gonna find out in the next couple weeks. February 6, 2026, he's making us wait no longer. My thing is that, like, Iceman for Drake. My thing is, like, people say, should they have dropped on the same day? Should Cole wait for Drake first? No, put your shit out. Let Drake compete with your art form, with your work. If it's a double album, Iceman is going to have to compete with this. Now that you put it out on February 6th and you announced this shit. I mean, that trailer video should have been the day before he releases it, like February 5th. But, he did it 2 weeks in advance. Now, Drake could be a bitch and literally release it the following week, which I think it's February 13th. He could. Will he? I don't know. Iceman, who knows when that could be put out? Now it's like the fans are gonna force everybody to make you impress them with your work. And I want to see what J. Cole's gonna be all about on February 6th. Hopefully he ain't talking that shit about he wants to be the best. You missed your opportunity on that, homie. But we'll see. I can't wait. I wanna hear the album. But this is your boy Eddie Jax. This is the Drop That Podcast. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, subscribe. We got more episodes coming. We got Wrestling Talk coming next week. Can't wait. Got a lot to fucking digest on that one, okay? Y'all be easy. Hit the likes. Hit the comments. Let me know what you think of my assessment as far as A$AP Rocky's album goes. Coban Link's diss to Jadakiss. Or even my assessment of J. Cole's The Fall Off coming on February 6th. We'll see. I can't wait to hear it. I bet y'all ain't gonna say shit. Peace.